Good afternoon. Phil Lindemann, Krystal, 93 News. What's your favorite restaurant in town? And did it pass its most recent health inspection? We just got done digging through the data. Inspectors have been to over 200 restaurants so far this year with one failed inspection. Ollie's in Frisco from late March with 12 violations. The burger joint did quickly clean up its act and reopened just 4 days later. Ollie's failed where most restaurants fail: food storage. Inspectors found raw meats stacked on veggies, no dates on foods in the walk-in freezer, and holding temps above 50 degrees on the line. Ollie's biggest offense, though? No trained food safety employee on staff. 33 other local restaurants, 17% of the total, earned at least one reinspection for similar violations. Also racking up 12 violations was Casa Sanchez, the new Mexican franchise on Main Street, Frisco. That was not enough to fail, and within a week, they were down to 5 violations. 2 restaurants earned 3 inspections, both in Breck: Sancho's Tacos and Bluefish Sushi. Both were storing raw food improperly. At Bluefish, staff cleaned a knife with cold rinse, then wiped it with a rag and returned it back to the line. That was one of the worst violations this year. Lost Cajun in Frisco had moldy lemons. At Bold and Breck, shellfish were stored with no date in a fridge. At the La Quinta in Silverthorne, buffet food was prepped in a hotel suite, not a licensed commercial kitchen. The Mountain Lion food truck, it's the only one still waiting reinspection for a broken sink. 3 restaurants went from multiple violations to 1: Mulligan's at Copper, Cove and Craft in Summit Cove, and Keystone Mountain House at the resort. This is Under the Radar with Breckenridge Town Manager Rick Holman, with details you might not know yet about 3 housing projects. Up first, Stables Village by the Wellington neighborhood, where some locals were shocked by homes priced over $800,000.
We're not calling it affordable, we're calling it workforce.
Holman says some of these homes are for the missing middle.
They may be having a salary, they may be a higher level person within the school district, but they still can't afford a $2 million market home.
Lottery for the first 13 units at Stables Village is next Wednesday, with 100 people on the wait list. Up next, 175 apartments at Alta Verde 2, just north of town.
At least 50% of that 175 units will be at 80% or less on the AMI, so those will be affordable rents.
If opening today, rent there would be $1,200 for a 1-bedroom. First units are open this coming winter. Finally, there's the Justice Center project.
If you were to drive by on Airport Road, you will see these large shrink-wrapped buildings out there, and these are pre-built units that will be assembled and stitched together starting next week.
Summit County officials say those units could be ready for move-in by end of this year. Tune in again next week for Under the Radar with local town managers. Local fire danger remains low today in Summit, with no fire restrictions. And in local sports, the next trail running race in Breck is the Independence 10K, the morning of July 4th. Sign up for that and the Firecracker 50. There's still spots available. RaceBreck.com. Phil Lindemann, Krystal, 93 News.